Right, sorry if there's any external noise, I'll say straight off because I've got the window open. This is an early morning review. I suppose my usual one, well, not review, look at video. Go to all that effort to say it's not reviews, and then, yeah, go and use the word. Sorry, I was thinking about something else before I started. Anyway, yes, it's done in the morning as opposed to my usual ones I do at night. It is the Airfix 1/2 scale Supermarine Swift FR.5, as you can see. CGI box art. You know I'm not a fan, but it is pretty cool. 2 Swifts in formation. It gives you a less than flattering view of the Swift, really, in some regards. It wasn't what we could call a prettiest aeroplane, but I like it. I like it. So Fighter Reconnaissance 5 is the mark. That's what the FR stands for there. Because this has got camera ports on it, and this is what the Swift was more well known for. 2 options, as you can see. Right, but yeah, so it gives you enough. 2 Swifts information, very much post-war years. You can't have too much too exciting about these, because it's not like they were in the Second or First World War or something like that. So opening the box, now things do come in bags, but you can see the clear parts do come around bags. I'm actually intending to build this one, so I was having a look at it previous. And we'll start with the instruction sheet. There's your history, if you want to pause it and have a look. The Hunter was definitely the superior aircraft. Hawkers have done it at last. I actually think it's quite nice how they swap over in the jet age. Where's my army of Swift fans, eager to defend the honour of the Swift? Oh, I never actually did this or did that and the other. Like all the Hurricane fans. Right, so obviously you start with the copy, put the seat together. Nice and clear onto the, I can't really call that a tub, it's forming the tub, isn't it? Because you put these 2 bits on, that's more of a tub shape there. But yeah, it looks all nice and simple enough. Altogether, then it's the nose wheel, which includes the pedals. Oh, that's an interesting design choice, that's cool. You get a suggestion of the engine, the intake. It's nice as an actual tube in a way, because it actually feels like you can put an engine in. Intakes going in from the inside. The Nat had something like that. It worked quite nicely. Yep, nice. These instructions are nice. It's all kind of small pieces that little bits at a time. So you got a choice of having the camera ports closed or opened up. I forget, I think these are what they call the oblique cameras when they're on the side. There's your engine going in. There's a rotation of the intake. So that's interesting. You put that in there, but you've got this bit on here, which you're potentially not going to see. Yeah, because you block it up. Ah, you'd see it from that end now, looking in, I suppose. 2 grams of weight when you close up the fuselage. Not going to be a worry for me because, hey, you guessed it, doing it in flight. So if you do it in flight, you do all this and bring it together like that. Obviously, another version has been released, or will be released one day maybe, because there's a lot of detail here. You cover up with this, so it's obviously something for a later version. Note the 80-degree angle for your tailplane. Posable rudder though. Like posable ailerons as well. Anything not posable looks like it possibly is the tail. I don't know if it had a flying tail, where the whole thing moved. Because there is Looks like it's a round socket maybe. No, I'll see on the actual model. Flaps down. Flaps up or down if you want to. Where to cut if you want them closed. Got to take this whole bit off here. There's your ailerons going in. Wheels up assembly included, very nice. Or there's your wheels down one. Should you want that? Jets are easy to build, wheels up on the stand. You don't have to worry about the weight. Yes, nose wheel going in if you want that. And then canopy right at the end, and you can have it post open or closed. No pilot. I noticed. No pilot. That's right, because that Victor I was building went south, so the pilot, the aircraft painted that can be used. So this is my option. This is the one I'm going to be doing because I still think the paint scheme looks fantastic. It's flown by Flight Lieutenant Nigel Walpole, of 79 Squadron, Royal Air Force, Germany, Gütersloh, in April 1956. Felt like saying Germany again. So you've got the grey and green camouflage like I've just done on the P-51 actually. With PRU blue underneath. I think it looks really super, that does, I think. Yeah, I think that's definitely the one I'd go for. It's more interesting paint scheme, because the other one's nice, but it's number 2 AC Squadron, Royal Air Force, Germany, Jeffer maybe, 1956, but it's much more standard. But you've got aluminium undersides as opposed to, so it's actually a silver underneath rather than grey, according to this. But I just don't. I think the blue is not something you see very often on jets. I think there was a Meteor. If I recall, it was a Meteor that Airfix was produced in 48 scale, I think, which has the blue underside of the grey and green. It's just something a bit different. So I think that's what I'm going to go for myself. You come on to other side of A4 for stencils. So there's not an awful lot of them. There's quite a few underneath. There's not an awful lot of them really. Just work your way around, take your time, and put those on. Transfer sheet. Get one for the instrument panel and bits of the cockpit. See, there's all your stencil stuff. It's not a huge amount. There's the 79 Squadron bird here, and then number 2 Squadron one there. And it's a light Airfix, as usual ones there. Going to be quite good actually. Quite like those. Right. 2 sprues in here actually. So you've got one of the canopy itself. Some photo ports. And there's the front of the canopy. The gun sight and that sort of thing in there. It looks quite nice. Up to, if you're used to Airfix, up to their usual standard. Or if you've watched the previous Airfix kit videos. So Sprue C is our first one out of the box. So you've got ailerons here. Wheel door covers. There's that suggestion of the engine. Lower wing, so you see there's an awful lot of detail here. You do cover up with quite a large part. When we get the next spray, so it's quite a large part that's going to cover up an awful lot of that detail. So there must be another version you can do. And perhaps you could even do it by using this kit. If you have a look at your references and yeah, get some aftermarket transfers or something. Do that, which is partly what these videos are for. You know, it's the well yes, you can buy this kit and do the ones out of the box and do variations thereof, or You can't. I've actually got the parts to another version if you want to. There's one you're looking for. 2 versions of the seat. This is interesting. So there's a seat here with no detail on it, and then there's one with all the straps and everything on it. Do we get a part of this or not? I don't know. I have to keep looking. So there's the rudder with its post there. Here are the flaps. Those are the bits there you have to take off if you want the flaps up. There's the intake. There's the detail on the interior of the flaps for them. If you've got them down, you'll be able to see all that. There's the suggestion of the fan, the first fan at the front of the engine. Yes, they're always looking nice. It does feel like the soft plastic from the Indian factory, but you know, just be careful and take your time. Right, so here we can look at the tail assembly, can't we? Because the we're not sure that was posable. It certainly looks like it is posable. Now, all you'd have to find out, is if the Swift had a flying tail, what's called a flying tail, where it means the whole of the tail moves rather than just the elevator at the back. The whole tail moves, and that was to help with the supersonic speeds. And a Sabre wasn't necessarily a supersonic aircraft, but that did gain a flying tail, so maybe the Swift was similarly done, because obviously it helps if you, I mean, given that the P-38 Lightning during World War II started to suffer because it got near the hammer, and the compression over the wings basically locks the elevator, so if the whole thing moves, it means you've still got that control. So maybe they did it as a precaution, already knows. There's your closed undercarriage doors, seat. That looks like the front. Yeah, that's like the front wheel. But there's a possible bit of flash here. A pitot tube, which looks like it's going to be the devil's own job to get out. And clean up. That's going to be interesting. But yeah. And the last screw, very much the same, except in the fact you've got the fuselage half. The rest it's so different. So you've got wheels, more doors here. There's your tail. Come on. Flight stick, very thin part. It just worries me in this soft plastic. It just worries me slightly that might break. That's your side of your front nose wheel door. No idea what that bit is. I didn't see that bit on the instructions. Yeah, that is everything. I think, in conclusion, I think it should be quite a fun little build, and I hope so, because I'm actually going to be building this starting tonight in theory. There's the Just for Fun jet build, which I was starting. I did start building a Lanson for, but we had to have some more work done to the house, and the Lanson had to be moved out of the way. As it's a 1/48, it's quite a large aircraft, so I'm thinking I'm going to do this one as well, a bit more of a quicker build, but it's also a smaller build as well. But yes, I think it should be quite fun, and an unusual prototype as well. Someone's actually done a Scimitar, which is the Supermarine naval aircraft of a similar period to this. So I think that it should make for quite a nice, not comparison as such, but I suppose, but you know, it's a friend for that one. Two oddball Supermarine aircraft involved in the process. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe and be well. And apart from that one car, and perhaps the birds, I think we've done very well for those 2 cars now. Done very well for what essentially is the start of rush hour. Okay, alright, take care and stay safe everyone, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!